Today, we shall discuss the difference between internal audit and the external audit. So, let us begin. The first point comes to the meaning between the two. See, internal audit is an audit function which is performed within an organization by an internal auditing team. Look, now I am having an organization, say, I want that it should be checked by my internal people. So I will appoint any person from my employees whom I think to be efficient in conducting the audit, and that person will conduct the audit for my organization on my behalf. This is an audit conducted by the department within the business. Okay, any department I can pick up, sales department, production department, any people from any such department which are a part of my organization. The aim is to monitor the efficiency of the processes and the controls. Now the question is, why will I conduct such an audit? Because I want to see whether in my organization, if my processes are going on nicely, if the controls are happening very nicely. So I will appoint somebody from within my team to come and be an auditor, be a checker for me, so that it helps me to improve my organization. So the basic thing is that it is conducted by the internal team, internal auditing team, right? External audit is an audit function conducted by someone from outside the organization. So the main concept of both these two audits is somebody from within the team, within the organization, and from outside your team, outside your organization. It is performed by an independent XYZ term whom I don't know. I will be hiring that term, that firm will be coming and conducting the audit for my organization. The audit has the aim to certify the financial statement of an entity. Now, that team which will be coming from outside, from XYZ, he will monitor my financial statements and give a certification that all these financial statements which I have prepared are true and fair. I am not dodging anything. I am not hiding anything. So this is the purpose of external audit. Internal audit conducted by my team, by my staff. External audit conducted by somebody who is not my team, who is somebody from outside. Second point is the objective of these two audits. Internal audit updates and educates the management and the staff on how to improve the operations. Now the team who will be conducting internal audit, they will give you the details, they will give you the suggestions on how can I manage my operations and my functions in a better way. It will be giving suggestions to the management and the team to upgrade yourself. Here, the objective of external audit, it provides the credibility and reliability of the financial reports. They don't have anything to do with whether my managers are doing well, whether my processes are going well, how are my operations being handled. Can they be handled a little bit better by taking these 2-3 improvements? No, they don't have anything to do of this sort. External auditor team will provide you the reliability of the financial reports, that yes, whatever balance sheet you have made, that's up to the mark. You are not evading taxes, you are not hiding anything, you are not doing under paperwork, something like that. That credibility and reliability is provided by the external auditors. Now the reports which they provide, they are used by the shareholders, the creditors, and the investors. So if you want someone to come and invest in your business, you want investor from you for your business, so you cannot handle internal audit report to that investor, because that internal audit report is being created by your own employees. If the investors are being handled, the report prepared by external auditors, that is a credible and reliable status of your organization. This is how you can allure the investors to come forward and invest in your organization. So these reports, they are deemed to be true, which are provided by the external auditors, and they are very well used by these 3 categories: shareholders, creditors, and the investors. Third point, we focus on the purpose. Now the purpose of internal audit is to help and guide the management. They will be giving you suggestions, they will be giving guidance. It reviews the financial reports, the operations, the processes, and the internal control and the internal system, right? That internal working of the organization will be cross-checked and monitored and suggested upon on how to improve and be better. Now, the first purpose of internal audit, it can be cited as early detection of error and fraud. Very important. See, when your internal auditors are auditing, they are checking even if the error or fraud has taken place at the first stage, it can be corrected. The fraud, it can be corrected, and you can punish the person who is concerned with it. So the early detection of all these errors are the purposes of internal audit. Whereas in external audit, it's the safeguard the interest of owners, shareholders, and other parties. If they give a proper report, it is this report which will be represented to these other parties, and they will be holding an opinion about your organization, or they will be investing in your organization. So the interest of all these owners, shareholders, and other parties are safeguarded by the external audit. The external audit reviews the financial statements which we prepare and other compliance matter. The purpose can be said to present the true and fair view of the financial statements. So this external audit will guarantee, that my financial statements which are prepared by me, they are true, they are fair, and they are not forged. They are not forged at all. You can believe them and come and invest. Right? Now, next point is focus. Internal audit basically keeps its focus on continuous improvement of the organization and meet the strategic goals. So whenever I will be conducting internal audit, my aim will be improvement. How can I be better? How can I cut on the cost? How can I improve the production? How can I improve the environment? What all steps should be taken to upgrade myself? So the regular improvement in my organization. And how can I meet my strategic goals? How can I be a little better than my competitor? Cutting on the edges of all those competitors, and improvement in my organization is the basic principle of internal audit. Whereas in external audit, it keeps its main focus on the fair and true reporting of the financial matters. So how you deal with your competitors, what are you doing things to improve yourself, this is outside the purview of external audit. It's just the stamping of your financial matters that yes, they are correct. This is the basic aim of external audit. Now, fifth point comes to the control. Internal audit is conducted under the control of the management. The management only is going to select the workers from the organization as to who all are going to conduct this internal audit. So whatever is going to happen, it is going to happen under the direct control of the management. Whereas in this case, it is exercised not under the control of management. It is conducted by an independent body. So you cannot guide, you cannot give orders to that independent body, do this and do that. No. Whereas in internal audit, you can give directions to the employees who are going to conduct the internal audit that kindly pay a little more attention and a little more focus on the production department. So there is so much of scrap, so there is so much of wastage. You can ask them to pay attention on certain areas which you want to, right? But no such control can be exercised, no such orders, no such suggestions can be given to this independent body who will be conducting your external audit. Next is the timing. Internal audit is continuously done throughout the year. In fact, internal audit can be conducted any time of the year. Any time you wake up and you think that you need improvement, you need suggestions from people as to how you can be better, you can anytime get it done. It's just in your hands, right? Here, it is the single annual audit. Ye nahi that anytime you can get it done. No. It is a single annual audit. It is conducted once periodically. Next, the professional qualification. See, the professional qualification is not required to conduct internal audit. You may or you may not have any particular degree, right? So there is no such basic designation which you need to conduct an internal audit. Okay, external audit, you must have, you have to have that professional qualification. Otherwise, your external audit is not possible. Only then people will believe that reports are true and fair, only if it is done by someone sensible who has the basic knowledge and the basic degree. right? Next point is the relationship to the company. Internal auditor stands in employer-employee relation to the company. Obviously, you will be assigning the duty of internal audit to some of your employees whom you think are in a better position to understand, and they have experience and they are wise enough to give you suggestions to improve your organization. So ultimately, that is the employer-employee relation. And in an external audit, it is conducted by an independent body. He is not the employee of the company anyways. External auditor works for an outside audit firm. He is the employee of somebody else, of some other external audit firm who will come to your organization and do this basic work. Okay. Next. Is the compulsory or not? Internal audit is not at all compulsory. An organization may or may not get it done. You are not bound to get it done, and it's upon your own discretion and your will how many times you want to get it done. If you want to get it done at all, that's also up to you. But in external audit, it is compulsory. The organization is legally bound to get external audit conducted. You have to get it done, right? Next. 10th point is the scope. See, internal audit is a smaller scope. It's a part of the management conducted by the management, by the employees. Here, external audit, it has a wider and a larger scope. Now, the report format. See, the internal auditor can submit their findings in any type of report format. It can be in the form of an essay. It can be in the form of, the points, whatever you want, you can get it done. But here, he has to use specific report format for their opinion and findings. You cannot just grab the whole thing in one lump sum and give it a go. No, you have to have a specific report format in which you will be putting in all the reports. Next. 12th point is the audience. Who is the audience for internal audit? The senior management. Obviously, those employees who have conducted internal audit, they will be giving their presentation to the senior management. Okay. But here, the external stakeholders. Who is the audience who is going to go through those external audit reports? The external stakeholders, the shareholders, the creditors, and the investors. Next. Perspective. See, internal audit is historical as well as futuristic. So those persons who will be conducting the internal audit, they will be giving you suggestions that look, here and there you did mistakes in your past, and please in the future do like this. It will help you. It will help you improve your organization, cost cutting, everything in every way you will improve. They will be giving you futuristic ideas as well. But external audit, no, it's basically historical. What have you prepared? Your books of statements in the last year, they will be just judging it, monitoring it, and giving the audit for those financial statements, whether they are true and fair or not. So they are not concerned with your futuristic plans. They will not be giving any suggestions for improvement for the coming year. No, nothing like that. So external audit is just considered basically historical. Next point is coming to the conclusion. Internal audit helps the business meet the strategic goals and to helps to detect early frauds and errors. If some fraud is going on, you can check it out at the early stage. So is the case of errors. Internal audit suggests to improve the operations and the processes and ensures that the internal governance is functioning properly. So the internal governance, it's a very important line in every organization. How do you internally manage your organization? Everywhere there is politics, which is going to ruin the net effect. Somewhere the results are going to go on declining because of the internal governance. So the internal audit will give suggestions as to how this internal governance has to be kept out of politics, and how other employees, they have to be in a happy mood and in a better relationship towards each other. So those internal audit will give you all these suggestions for your betterment. Internal audit makes sure that the company is ready for the external audit. It prepares the basic groundwork for the external auditors to come and audit the firm, right? The external audit provides assurance to whom? To the investors, lenders, and other stakeholders, just as I told you. This presents a true and fair view of the financial statements. So basically, external audit is done just to satisfy the opinion of these outside stakeholders. They have nothing to do with your suggestions and improvement in the organization. But both the types of audit, they are important for the organization. They are very significant in their own ways for the smooth and efficient running of the organization. So both of them have their own importances, right? And it's very important that you keep on conducting internal audit also, so that your efficient running of your organization takes place. So here we come to the end of the article. I hope I have made the things very clear to you. Please, you can ask any doubts in the comment section if you have. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay blessed.